Hello again, basketball fans. It is NBA.com's Fantasy Insider, Rick Kamla, Dennis Scott, and Rashan Ali. We are back from All-Star. What a weekend it was. I know it was like a week and a half ago, but we did the All-Star show from Orlando. Now we're back in our typical digs here in Atlanta. Feels good to be back here with our beloved crew here in Atlanta, you and Rashan. Let's get it on.
And crew, thank you so much for All-Star Weekend, for the love. Swag flag back at you.
Hey, Rashan, we missed you in Orlando. It is so great to have you back on this fine broadcast. We're going from a half hour back to an hour, which means we bring you back and into the social arena. What's going on, Rashan? You had a good couple of weeks.
I did, but I missed you guys miserably. I'm so very glad to see you and to be back. And I miss the fans tremendously, so we need your tweets at NBA TV Rick, at the number 3 DZ, and at Rashan Ali, and we'll get you on the show. You can be our superstar swag flag.
Yeah.
There will be plenty of Rashan Ali sprinkled, and your tweets sprinkled throughout this show. But it's time for the opening tip, and let's bask in the glow of the L.A. Lakers' huge win on Sunday over the Miami Heat. It's the opening tip. The Lakers 3-0 since the All-Star break. We're going to analyze from both a reality and a fantasy perspective. But we got to start with the All-Star game and the chop that Dwayne Wade had on Kobe Bryant. I mean, it's been such a huge storyline. The nasal fracture, Kobe suffering a concussion. He passed the test in time to play. Kobe's gone 3 straight 30s. Look at Kevin Hart right there. What is he doing?
Kevin Hart's trying to give Kobe the business.
We didn't give him the business. He's got a broken nose.
And that's the part that Kevin Hart doesn't understand. When you piss Kobe off, when you hurt Kobe, it makes him play better.
You mean like giving Wade 18 points in the first quarter on Sunday?
Take that with you.
Look at Wade. He's like, man, he's like, he woke up the bear, right? The hibernating bear.
Yeah,
he woke him up, right?
If you haven't learned anything about the Black Mamba, leave him alone when he's lurking through the grass. If he misses a couple of shots, do not wake him. Because when you do and break his nose, he gives you 33 big ones.
And he doubles you up, 33-16. I mean, this was absolutely, and we love Wade. He's one of the 5 best players in the world. But Kobe Bryant put him in his place on Sunday. And in terms of Kobe Bryant, playing with the mask, a la Rip Hamilton, Kobe's gone back-to-back 30-plus games with the mask. Incredible.
Incredible because people, the average person, when you hit your nose, you probably take a month off of work, go see the doctor, and he gives you all these nasal medicines to make you feel good. Kobe's like, put the mask on, let me go.
Dennis, he's going at 34, 6-4, shooting 54% with the mask.
The mask Mamba. Just that simple.
Did you get that from Goldfarb, or is that you?
Well, we kind of, that night when it happened, we kind of all came out with it. Greg Anthony. So I can't steal all of it. Greg Anthony's on air with me.
I got you. Mike Goldfarb's one of our great behind-the-scenes people here, and I saw him on one of the teases, came up with the masked Mamba. I like that. I like that a lot. That's pretty good. Okay, so Kobe Bryant, obviously in full effect, and not feeling the effects of that broken nose, continuing to give us the goodies. Now, let's take a look at Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol and how they've done during this 3-game winning streak for the Lakers since the All-Star break. Bynum has actually picked up the pace a little bit, 16-14, but Pau just 14-7.
Well, we'll talk about
the numbers are getting worse from Pau.
Well, we're going to talk about some more later on the show, but it's a clear indication, in my opinion, that both guys, one, reality-wise, they have to step their game up if you're a Laker fan and you think your team can go deep. And secondly, if you're going to get traded or not get traded, the better basketball you play, the better your value is. So very interesting for both of these guys how they finish up the year.
And how about Meta World Peace?
Meta.
In the third quarter, he was gigantic. The Heat were coming on, and then the LA Lakers at the end of the third kind of shoved the arm back out and retook control of the game. Meta had 17 points on Sunday. And Dennis, he's starting to come on a little bit here as we take a look at his numbers since the All-Star break, 13.3 points. Is he becoming a fantasy player all over again?
Well, I think the old Meta's coming back, if you understand what I'm saying. And if that guy continues to show up, if you're a Lakers fan, you feel pretty good about yourself because you were looking for that fourth person that you could say each night either going to stop somebody or get some big rebounds or score the basketball. We know the old Meta could lead his team before. Maybe that guy's back.
So let me ask you a question. If you're in a fantasy league and Meta's out there on waivers, are you clicking the mouse on him or are you leaving him on waivers?
Leaving him on waivers. This is more about reality than fantasy with Meta.
I understand. And for more on the fantasy aspect of Meta World Peace, we get it back to Rashan Ali in our social arena. Rashan, what do you have?
Okay, well, Meta doesn't want to be on your fantasy team.
What?
Tweet it. Please keep me off your fantasy teams. I don't play for stats. Sometimes if we have 2 points and we're up big, I don't look to score. So he doesn't even want to be on your fantasy team.
Wow.
Oh, see,
Wow.
I got that one right without even seeing
sure
that
did.
tweet.
You sure did.
Without even seeing the tweet.
But is Meta watching, really? Because we want to drive ratings here, okay? So if he doesn't have to be on my fantasy team. I'm doing just fine without Meta World Peace. But is he watching, Rashan? That's what I want to know.
He must be watching because he wouldn't have tweeted anything like that.
That's a pretty good point by
That's
you.
a good point. I got some more goodies for you if you want them.
I do. Yeah, we're always into goodies.
All right, Mr. Adana, Rajon Rondo, 18, 17, and 20. Fantasy Freak, NBA TV Rick.
Oh, somebody loves NBA TV. The fantasy freak using the word goodies?
Yeah.
Somebody's been in your brain, Tricky Ricky.
They've been watching the show, and we really appreciate the love out there. And, you know, it's just fun. The show's been going on for 10 years. It's bigger and better than ever. We really appreciate the love from way up top with all the execs with the NBA and Turner on down to the fantasy freaks out there, clocking it, playing the games and all that. Rashan will be back with you later on in the show. But it is time right now for the box score of the week. Who else? Rajon Rondo. We just showed you the line.
Hey.
18, 17, and 20. And some significant history was made by Rajon Rondo Sunday in the overtime win for the Celtics over the Knicks. He became the third player in NBA history with at least 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 20 assists in a game. The others were Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson. Those stats coming to us from Elias Sports Bureau. When you're on a list with Chamberlain and Robertson, you're doing work.
I just remember Rondo's rookie year. Oh, he can't shoot. I'm not sure he can hand up. And then this guy right here, D. Will,
He can shoot.
goes off a double nickel plus 2.
57. Did you ever think Deron Williams would score 57 in a game?
After what he did in Turkey, then I said, maybe he can do this.
He did drop 50 in Turkey, didn't he?
Before then, to your point, I didn't think he could have it in his system. But I think Turkey woke him up. Lets you know that he's not just a regular point guard. He's a scoring point guard first, but likes to set up his teammates.
Most points in Nets history since
Now,
the
that's amazing.
NBA merger.
That's
57 big ones from Deron Williams. Hey, Rondo and Williams, thanks for styling us with the box scores on Sunday at the last minute. We're coming back with the Magic Men. You know LeBron will be there, but will he be the #1 small forward?
The King?
The King.